Pleasant good evening from the mountains in Pikeville as we welcome you into the home opener for the UPIKE Bears. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on the UPIKE Sports Network as the Bears, all decked out in orange this evening, take the field as they welcome in the University of Cumberland Phoenix for their home opener of the 2025 campaign. A great evening yesterday as the Bears celebrated their 2024 AAC Conference Championship with the ring ceremony, and now they hope to make it 5 in a row over the Phoenix as they welcome them in here looking for the first win of the season. UPIKE's been competitive in their first two games, just coming up a little short. They fell to number 9 Georgetown 34-17 last week, 37-34 coming up short to number 20 Campbellsville. Both of these two teams receiving votes in the latest top 25 poll, with Cumberland rolling in with a record of 2-1. They lost at Tennessee Tech 65-0 in the season opener. They fell to won over Reinhardt 30-18, and then Ave Marie last week 55-7. Cumberland in the white tops, maroon bottoms with the white dome lids. The Cumberland Phoenix on the side of the helmets. UPIKE all in orange today. The white helmets with the UPIKE logo on one side and the numeral on the other. Season number 23 for UPIKE football as they started it back in 2001, an all-time record of 113 and 136. Head coach Corey Phipps starting his 5th year at the helm with a record of 22 and 19. Beautiful afternoon going into the evening hours now as it has been very warm, to say the least, in the area as of late, as it is in the low 80s and certainly feels much warmer than that, with the sun beating down from the end zone to our right. UPIKE will kick the ball off to start the first quarter of play, and setting it up on the tee, the AAC Special Teams Player of the Week, Isaac Smith. He'll send it right to left as we view it. Deep is Keenan Hill. And Jarius Rogers ready to return. A slight breeze blowing the smoke from the fireworks away from the playing surface. A swing of the leg, and the home opener is underway. A deep drive near side, Hill from the 3. Out to the 10, the 15-20. Finds a hole near side, 25-30. Out to the 40, and then gets knocked off his feet there. It was Caleb Anderson leading the charge, but a good return for the Phoenix, and they'll start it out near midfield on their first play from scrimmage. So the quarterback, Zach Hoslaw, redshirt junior, 5'11", 218-pound youngster coming in. 20 of 41 on the season, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It's led primarily with the running attack. Jacob Corneo in the backfield, 49 carries for 247 and 2 touchdowns. This is a team coming in averaging just under 200 a game on the ground, 301 total. On the other side, when you look at what UPIKE wants to do, they want to get it, go quick. Giving up only 94 games on the ground, 441 total. So it'll be interesting, a testament of two different styles of offense and defenses that we'll see here. So number 0, Jacob Corneo, will start in the backfield with Hostclaw. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 3 hats across the line for the Bears. They give it off to Corneo. He surveys, finds a hole, cuts it back near side, and gets pinned down to the ground. That was Trevor Carter, the sophomore linebacker out of Ironton, the transfer out of Cincinnati, who walls him up after a gain of 2 at 2nd down 8. Carter transferred in last year, played a significant role in that defensive unit that led this team to a conference championship. Hostclaw turns, gives it off to his tailback. Corneo goes off left tackle across the 45 out near midfield. He'll be 2 yards shy of that. It'll be 3rd and 2. And now we got an official timeout. The play clock is being blocked on the end closest to the MAC, the indoor training facility here for Pikeville High School. So 3rd down and 2, clock rested for the moment, 14-12. 3rd down conversions this season for the visiting Phoenix, 37%. Defensively for the Bears, 45.8. Right between the hashes. Hosclaw on 3rd and 2, gives it off to his tailback. He's got a first down yardage and more as Corneo bounces it out to the left side. He's down inside the 40 and a first down for the Phoenix. He'll take him down to the 35-yard line, first down and 10. Six foot, 212-pound sophomore. 3 receivers, now make it 2 receivers and a tight end right. The high snap to give to Corneo. He'll go right up the gut and get swallowed up. Wrapping him up underneath is an inside linebacker of Naj Bellegarde. 6-foot sophomore out of Dallas, Georgia. 5 tackles on the season, a half a tackle for loss. Give him a gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down 8. It has been a steady diet of Corneo from the backfield, and that's exactly what we expected coming into this one. He'll go to the right pocket down an offset pistol look. 2 receivers to the wide side right. The high snap, the give to Corneo, trying to bounce it to the outside, and he gets popped off the edge. That was Naj Bellegarde, also Brent Coleman coming down the line to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. No gain on the play, 3rd down and 8 for the Phoenix. Good start defensively for the Bears. Can they bend and not break right here? And either force a 4th down conversion attempt or a long field goal, which would be an extremely long field goal. 3 receivers wide right. Hosclaw from the gun wants to throw. Pocket collapses, coming near side. He's going to the post round, and it's overthrown off the fingertips of Jarius Rogers. It was well defended downfield by Damian Watts. And it brings up 4th down and 8, clock rested, 12:27 to play here in the opening frame. Offense staying on the field for the Phoenix for the moment. They've attempted 3 out of, they've converted 3 out of 5 4th down tries this season. UPIKE has only had to face 1 4th down try, and that one was turned away. 4th and 8. The Phoenix going for it here. Hosclaw wants to throw. Fires coming near sideline and overthrows his receiver by a mile. It was Isaac Finch as he was looking toward. Hinch ran a little hitch route. He was going for the fade route in the back of the end zone. The turnover on downs gives it to the Bears in a scoreless affair with 12:21 to play here in the opening frame. So here comes Xavier Malone, the graduate student out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Played here, took a year off, started working as a social worker, and then came back here to do some graduate work. And with the departure of Lee Kirkland, X has control of the ship. We'll start things off with a handoff to Amon Williams. Williams goes off right tackle, and he's going to pick up a couple. Across the 35, out toward the 36. Let's see if they're going to put him at the 36. It's a gain of 3, 2nd down 7. Amon, having a stellar year already out of the gate. 19 catches for 104. He's rushed for 41 for 155. Again, it's no secret what this team wants to do. It wants to go fast, and it wants to do it through the air. 422 of their 498 total offense through the air. X was named the Offensive Player of the Week this past week, throwing for a career-high 437 yards in the loss to last week to Cumberland. He'll dump this one out to the tight end, Grant Scott. Scott dives forward. He's shy of the 40. It'll bring up 3rd down and manageable. They're going to take him down back at the 38. So make it 3rd down and long instead. Make it a 3rd and 5 for the Bears. 50% on 3rd down tries this year, even 20 of 40. 2 receivers each way for Malone with Williams in the backfield. Phoenix loading the line. They've got all kinds of hats across 7 to be exact. Question is, do they send everybody or do they back out? Play clock's at 3. Malone takes it at 1. Pressure coming off the edge. Dumps it out near sideline. He's got his man there. He makes the catch. That's Jordan Williams. Hauls in his 23rd catch of the season and a Bears first down. Williams, the senior out of Inland Empire, California, averaging 111 yards per game. So the ball out to the 47, 1st and 10 Bears. Malone wants to go quick. Here's the handoff to Williams. Williams sheds a tackle, gets upended after crossing midfield and gets down to the 45. And that's something you can do so well with the play action with Williams in the backfield, is you can just dump it to him or you can pull it and throw it. Twin set, ball between the hashes, just a little closer to the near side hashes. Malone, play action, brings it out near sideline. That one's through the fingertips of Brandon Newton, and it falls incomplete. Newton leading the AAC with touchdown passes received of 3. So make it 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 45-yard line of the Phoenix. Still scoreless. Clock rested, 10:16 to play here in the opening frame. 3 receivers to the right side. They give it off to Williams. Williams comes off left tackle and should have enough to move the sticks. Let's wait to see if they make the official signal, and they're going to put the football right at the 43. Our referee is looking across, and we're going to get an official measurement. So it's either going to be 1st and 10 or 4th down and an inch. The nose of the football is just over the 43-yard line. And looking across at the markers, it looks like it is going to be uber close. We shall see. Either way, if it's not a 1st down, I would totally expect the Bears to line up and go for it. So they'll stretch out the chains, and it's just short. About 2 inches, 3 inches, if you will. No index card that they'll measure this one with, but it will be a 4th down conversion attempt coming up for the Bears. They've attempted 5 of those this season. They've converted on 2. And you've got Xavier Malone, who could literally just go up inside there with a tush push. And let's see if they get heavy set and try to move this football forward for the 1st down. They will go for the 4th down try. The Phoenix are going to load the line. They'll have one high safety. That's Cannon Johnson. And Daniel Dugan out on the edge in case they try to run something special. Here's Malone. Crawls up under center. The snap, and Malone dives across the top of the pile and moves the sticks. It's another Bears 1st down. Their 2nd 1st down of the contest. And X just takes it himself. They brought in the 2 tight end set there with Grant Scott and Chase Mims and had the big bodies back there, but they didn't need it. Xavier did it himself. They'll put 3 receivers to the boundary left on 1st down and 10 from the 42 of the Phoenix. Newton looks to the signal caller for the play. Malone, high snap, the give to Williams. Williams tries to bounce it outside, and he gets swept off his feet. Keenan Hill coming downhill out of that linebacking core, 6 foot, 184 redshirt junior. Make it 2nd down and 10 on the no gain as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Still scoreless. Inside of 9 minutes to play here in the opening frame. Both teams have attempted 4th down tries. The Phoenix turned it over on downs to give it back to the Bears, and they just converted on the 4th down try. Now Malone on 2nd and long, off to Williams. Williams right up the gut. He gets stonewalled at the 40. It'll be 3rd and long. It was Will Harris out of that linebacking core laying the boom. 6 foot, 224-pound redshirt senior. So a gain of 2 on the play makes it 3rd and 8. About 5 more minutes. That sun will be gone. It will feel like a totally different venue here as the shade pretty much blanketing most of the field. The only sun still on the field is in the end zone the Bears are driving toward. Here's 3rd and 8 for Malone. He wants to throw. Clean pocket, surveys, throws an underneath route to Amon Williams. Williams makes the grab, cuts up the seams. Downfield he goes across the 30 and moves the sticks. And another Bears 1st down. There is a penalty marker back near the pocket. Let's see if this is additional penalty against the Phoenix, or will it negate the 1st down? It is around the position of where the throw occurred. And they're going to get 15 additional on this on the roughing the passer call. Cumberland averaging right at 69 yards of penalties, 7 a game. UPIKE averaging just over 4 a game, averaging at 53.5. They'll take it down inside the orange zone as we go inside the 20 to right at the 19. So a good drive here for the Bears. So first down and 10 as the 9th play of the drive coming up here for Malone. The high snap, the give. This is off to Jaden Pepper, the redshirt freshman, getting his first carry of the ball game. And he'll pick up a couple, maybe 3, second down. They will take him down to the 17, so a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Certainly in range of Isaac Smith for 3, but they would certainly love to cash in 7 here on what's about to be the 11th play of the drive. A moment ago, I called the 9th play. It had not updated on the live stats. 3 receivers to the right side of the field. Blitz showing off the left edge. Malone's going to get a free play. He's going to let it go. He's got his man streaking across the near side end zone, and it's incomplete. He had Jordan Williams there with the fingertips, but it will be a free 5, and we'll play 2nd down and 2. Our official trying to figure out how to use his microphone. So 2 penalties on this drive against the Phoenix. A 15-yarder and now a 5-yarder. And we'll replay 2nd down. $7:15 to go here in the first. Scoreless, but the Bears threatening as they've got it down now to the 12. Or excuse me, down to the 7, excuse me. 3 receivers to the right. Williams in the backfield. We'll move a man in motion. That's Williams. And now we get a flag on the far sideline. What did we get here? Did we get motion? And I think we're going to give the 5 back that the Bears just got on a false start against the Bears. So their first penalty of the ball game puts it back now to the 12-yard line and makes it 2nd down and 7. Field totally covered in shade now with just the sun beating down on the indoor facility here at Hambly. It's 20th September. Feels more like about July the 20th with the temperatures that we've seen the last several weeks. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. That's Brandon Newton. Malone on 2nd and 10, moves Williams out of the backfield. Looks out that way, throws it to him in the flat. He makes the grab, lowers the shoulder, and gets popped out of bounds at the 10. They'll take him down to the 9, and it'll bring 3rd down. Nice job there by Amon to get the shoulder pads down and pick up a couple extra after making the grab. So put it at the 9-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Bears would love to cash in on 6 here to open up the contest. Twins set, ball to the right side. 3 hats across the line for the Phoenix. Malone, hard claps, trying to get people to move. Play clock's at 7. They're going to have to hustle this one up. And they did not get this one away. And I don't know that they got the timeout either, so if not, they're going to move this one back 5 yards. And this will be a delay of game. So make it 3rd and 9 now. And it was, you could see Malone, he was clapping his hands there at 10. It was like maybe trying to hard count and get somebody to move. Nobody did, and then he looked to the sideline for a call, and by the time he got it, the play clock was already down to 2. So 3rd and 9 from the 14 now. They'll put 3 to the wide left side of the field. Malone wants to look that way, surveying, steps up in the pocket, throws it across the middle. He's got Brandon Newton there. He gets downhill and moves the sticks. It's a Bears 1st down as he gets down inside the 5. Nice job there by X just to move the pocket around, find the opening, and get it to the senior out of Fairfield, California. And it's 1st and goal for the Bears. From the 3, inside of 6 to play here in the first. Bears knocking on the door. They give it off to Williams. He sheds a tackle and strolls into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, UPIKE. Amon Williams makes it a 6-0 ball game at 5:50 to play here in the opening frame. That is his 11th consecutive game of scoring a touchdown and his third rushing touchdown of the season on a nice sustained drive there by the Bears. 14 plays, 67 yards, 631. It took him to cash in. And now Isaac Smith, the offensive player of the week for the AAC, or the special teams player of the week, splits this one through the uprights and makes it 7-0. 5:50 to play in the first. We're back for more after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
Seven 0 Bears as we welcome you back here to Hambly on the UPIKE Sports Network. James Carr, happy to have you along with me tonight. Isaac Smith has it teed up on the near side hash at the 35. Back to return, Jarius Rogers, Keenan Hill. Smith booms this one. Hill will bring it out from the 2. To the hash marks across the 20, finds a crease, 30, cuts back inside, and then gets knocked off his feet there by Tommy Turner, the senior out of Benicia, California. So a nice drive by the Bears, 14 plays, 67 yards, 631. That is totally not characteristic of that team, who averaged on the season this year of having the football roughly about 33 minutes a contest. So here comes Hosklall and his Phoenix down by 7 in the opening frame. A 7-play, 27-yard drive that was thwarted away on a 4th down attempt. Hosklall is going to go empty on the opening play from this drive from the 36. 3-man rush, wants to throw it deep, floating it near sideline, trying to get it out to Rogers, and he can't get to it. He was blanketed down the near sideline by Quincy Clark, the sophomore out of Thomasville, Georgia. As Rogers was trying to separate, he could not get his fingertips on the ball at 2nd and 10. So Jacob Corneo will return to the backfield. Corneo 5 carries for 27 yards, a high snap, and we got people moving everywhere. This should move it back 5 yards. They'll get that one against Devin Williams, a redshirt sophomore tight end for the Phoenix. So now behind the sticks they go at 2nd and 15. Three penalties for 24 yards for the visiting Phoenix, who trail at 7-0 here with 5:36 to play in the opening frame. Home opener for the Bears. Big celebration last night as they received their 2024 AAC championship rings. We'd love to finish it off the weekend with a win here at home for their first win of the season. 4-man rush. Hosklall takes it to the far sideline and airmails his intended receiver. He was looking for Nate Stevens on the far sideline. Brett Coleman was the man closest in coverage. It's 3rd and 15. And this is just what the Bears would like to dial up. A quick 3 and out and get that offense back out there and go find more points. Phoenix need the 46 to move the sticks. One of 2 on 3rd down tries in the contest. Hosklall will put it in a twins look with Corneo on his right pocket in the offset pistol. Three hats across the line, a four-man rush. Hoslaw fires it across the middle. He's got his man there. He makes the grab, sheds a tackle, and he's off to the races. Down to the near sideline he comes. He breaks a tackle again across the 30, and it's William Spence that gets down inside the 25. They'll take him down at the 23, and a big gain on third down for the Phoenix. William Spence had caught only 2 balls for 23 yards before that one, his longest of 18, and a huge gain on third down. And now the Phoenix are threatening to get down inside the red zone. They'll give it off to Corneo. He'll go right up the gut. Slips a tackle who initially had him wrapped up and then falls forward for a few more. He'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5. And a new quarterback in the backfield of Jalen Abston. He is a guy that doesn't throw it a lot. He will run it. 22 carries for 171, his long of 61 on the season. 2nd down and 5. Corneo on another take, tries to come outside, and he just gets pile driven into the pile there off the left side. It'll be 3rd and long. A wall of orange jerseys unpiling. Levi Evans, one of the men that was there, also coming off the pile is Jeff Flowers. So a gain of 1. It's 3rd and 4 as we approach 4 minutes to play here in the opening frame. Abston stays in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And an offset tight end to the left side. Abston's going to try to run it. Looks for a hole, and he doesn't get there. It was Landon Rowe, the nose tackle, that stepped in and wrapped him up as he tries to get forward. He'll get to the 15. It'll be 4th down, and Rowe will have to come off as the helmet pops loose, so he'll be subbed out by the sophomore out of Montgomery, Alabama, of Jalen Flowers. So the Phoenix have attempted 1 4th down in this ball game. They failed on it. It was on their first series. Now they're at 4th down and 2 at the 17 of the Bears. Abston stays in there at the quarterback position. He'll put Corneo in his right pocket. Bears showing blips. Abston trying to get to the outside, and he gets walled up and hammered to the ground. Levi Evans comes in and makes the stop. And the Bears force the turnover on downs for the 2nd straight series. And they'll get the football back, leading 7-0 with 3:24 to play here in the first. Levi Evans, 10 tackles coming into the game, 5 for a loss. Make that 6. As the Bears will take over on their own 18. And that is the first time on the season they were 9 of 9 in the red zone of coming away with points, and they get turned away with nothing to show for it. So a great stand there by the Bears defense. They get the football back with 3:24 to play here in the first. Malone wants to go on 1st down and 10. He gives it off to Williams. Williams trying to work off of left tackle, and he'll get out to the 20 on a gain of 2 at 2nd down 8. So a 4-play, 76-yard drive, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. The big play coming on the big home run ball there that got the Phoenix down inside the Bears' red zone. But then the Bears' defense stands tall. 2nd down and 9. Malone's got another free one. He'll let this one fly. Coming near sideline, he's got Jordan Williams, who hauls it in right in front of his bench at the 40-yard line. Xavier Malone, so cool and collected. Knew he had the free play, took the chance of throwing it over top of the corner in on zone coverage, and makes the hookup. They'll take him out at the 41. There is a penalty marker on the far sideline as well. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we had offsides on both sides, so it was just 2 penalty markers, one from either side of the field. So the Bears will negate the penalty, and they'll take the result of the play that takes it out to the 41. So a 22-yard pitch and catch from Malone to Williams. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. The take to give to Williams. Williams sheds a tackle, comes out to the right side, gets across midfield. They'll put him down at the 50. It's a gain of 9. It's 2nd down 1. Bears want to go quickly. Malone lines up. They give this one off to Williams, and he gets swaddled up in the backfield. Chaz Hunter comes right up the gut and is going to drop him for a loss of 5. That's a ball that Malone probably should have pulled and tried to hit a quick out on one of his receivers, as the blitz was timed up perfectly on the snap, and now he goes back and makes it 3rd down and 6. Twins set. They need the Phoenix 49 to move the sticks. Play clock's at 10 as Malone takes a look at everything. White hats across the line for the defense. They're all coming. Malone dumps this one out, and it's a low throw looking for Williams, and it's incomplete. Williams was covered up by Eli Denton, the middle linebacker, and the Bears are going to kick this one away, and Alex Hatton will come out and send it away for the first time in the contest. 8 punts, averaging 37.9. He's got 1 touchback, 3 fair catches, and he's put 2 inside the 20. He's got an opportunity to do it again here as Jarius Rogers stands back on his own 10. Hatton gets this one away, and it's a good one. Rogers comes up. It'll take a bounce in favor of the Bears. It'll tumble across the 10. Tap dancing around the ball as it'll go down and be downed at the 6. Beautiful kick there by Alex Hatton as the Phoenix will be backed up deep in their own territory with 1:20 to play in the first and down 7. .49 yards on the kick, no return. So now let's see which quarterback do we see coming out. It's looking like this will be Holzclaw returning. And it will be. So Zach Holzclaw back in the ball game. Corneo in the backfield with him. He'll go 2 receivers left, 1 right, and H-back of his tight end. The play handoff to Corneo, and he gets stood up in the hole by Nels Bellegarde, and coming downhill is Brett Bad Intentions, bad man Coleman. Nowhere for Corneo, 2nd down. Coleman's listed as wearing number 17 this year. I saw him in captain's meeting. I saw that 43 on us, so that's Brett. He's back in 43 today. 7-0 as we go inside of a minute. Same set right in between the hashes for Holzclaw on 2nd down. Gives this one off. No, he pulls it. And he comes out to the near side, and a great open field tackle there by Quincy Clark. It's 3rd and long. Put it in the bread basket of Corneo and then pulled it out, and it was he and Clark outside. And Clark wins the one-on-one battle. 3rd and 6. They do not have to snap it again if they do not wish. And it looks like they are content with taking this to the second quarter. Down 7-0 and facing 3rd down and 6 on the other side of it. That's what we'll have as we step out for a break. Bears lead at 7-0 here on the home opener. We return to Hambly with a 3rd down and 6 for the Phoenix when we return after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Back here at Hambly, second quarter we go, 7-0. Bears leading the Phoenix. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on the UPIKE Sports Network. Quick check of some numbers. Phoenix 16 plays for 116 yards. The Bears 19 for 85. The lone deciding factor on the scoreboard right now, a 3-yard Amon Williams touchdown run after the Bears cashed in on a long sustained drive that went 14 plays to the end zone. So the Phoenix will drive it toward the indoor facility called the MAC from right to left as we view it. 3rd down and 6 as we start our second 15. Corday in the backfield with Holtzclaw. Moves a man in motion. They'll give it to him on the end around. Trying to get to the outside is Nate Stevens, and he gets bottled up and gets hammered. That's Levi Evans that gets another big hit again. And it's 4th down, and a great stand there by the defense for the Bears. So back to return. Number 30. I do not have a number 30 on our roster for the Bears today. This is a end-over-end sideward spiraling kick. It will take a Phoenix bounce across midfield, and it will come to rest at the Bears' 43. So a nice kick there by the punter of Nathan Golighted. So 14:04 to go before halftime. And the Bears with the football near midfield, leading 7-0. And let's see what Xavier Malone can do with his crew this time out. Looking at some numbers. Jordan Williams, 2 catches for 31. Amon Williams, 2 for 14. Williams, 9 carries for 22. 3 hats across the line for the Phoenix, as the Bears will stack up 3 receivers on the boundary right. Williams in the left pocket of Malone. Malone turns, comes near side. He's got his man there of Kobe Stribling. Stribling tries to crawl out underneath the pile for a gain of a yard. He'll get it out to the 44 and a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. A dangerous throw there by X. It was in all kinds of traffic that somehow threaded the needle to get it to his receiver as Stribling makes his first catch of the year. 5'9", 166-pound junior out of Orlando, Florida. He'll start with Brandon Newton on the far side of the field. Bears go with a heavy set with a tight end. Grant Scott will attach on the left side. Phoenix showing blitz. They walk 6 hats up across the line. They send 6. Malone lets this one go to Newton. Newton makes the catch, tries to shed a tackle, and he gets turned upside down. A nice open field tackle on the far sideline by Shaki Hanna, the senior corner. A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 10. Bears need to get it across midfield to the Phoenix 47 to move the sticks. 2 receivers on the wide side of the field to the right now, as Zach Turk sets him down from the center position. He'll take it back to his quarterback. Pressure coming. Malone rolling out to the right, surveying, wants to throw, lets this one fly downfield, trying to get it to his man. He had his guy there, and it goes through his hands, incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Williams. He was well covered step by step by Daniel Dogan. And the pass falls incomplete, and the Bears will have to punt it away. Malone stood there as he rolled out and delivered a ball that Williams could run underneath and just could not make the handle on the grab. So back down for the punt as Hatton booms another one. This one will take a bounce over top of Nate Stevens' head, and it runs back, and the Bears will save it and down it at the 1. Great job downfield by Tommy Turner, who makes a diving save and swats it back in at the goal line, and Naj Bellegarde will down it inside the 1. So the Phoenix with 99 yards of green space in front of them, trailing 7-0 here with 12:29 to play in the opening half. You can't do much better than that right there. That was absolutely perfect. They'll bring in a new tailback of Rod Payne, 5'9", 193-pound redshirt sophomore, 17 carries on the year for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a lot of conversation with our officiating crew. And I believe it was Tim Mathis on the other side asking if he felt like that the ball was touched as he was going across the end line. But the officials are going to stay with what they've got. So back in the backfield now is Jalen Abston. 5 yards deep in his end zone, gives this one off to Payne. Payne tries to come right up the gut. Levi Evans wraps him up initially, and Brett Coleman finishes him off. They'll pick up 3 out to the 4. It's 2nd and 6. Levi Evans has already had a big game in this contest with some huge hits, including one in a tackle for loss. Abston stays back there with Payne, now a yard deep in his own end zone. On 2nd and 6, play action. Abston keeps it himself, tries to come out the right side, finds a crease down the far sideline, a little shake and bake, and gets pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. As taking him out on the far sideline was Damian Watts, but a penalty marker in the backfield. This one's probably coming back for a hold. At the 5, now they moved it back to the 4, and it'll be from the original spot, so it'll be half the distance to the goal, and we'll play 2nd down again. So take it back to the 2-yard line and make it 2nd and 9. Usually when you see a quarterback get outside like that and the hole open up that big, either somebody made one heck of a block or somebody was holding. And in this case for the Phoenix, it was a hold. Payne stays in the backfield with Abston. 3 yards deep in his end zone. He'll give it off. Now he'll keep it. Brings it out to the right side. And a couple of guys there to meet him and take him to the ground. Leading the charge there was Caleb Anderson, also Amonte Altman. And we got a player down for the Bears, as that is Caleb Anderson. Injury timeout will step out as well. 11:27 to play and a half. 7-0 Bears. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family. Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
Back here in Pikeville, as being attended to by the athletic training staff here for the Bears, was Caleb Anderson, the sophomore linebacker. He is being brought to the Bears sideline, putting no weight whatsoever on that right leg. So they'll attend to him, and we'll try to check in and see if we get any information. But they were bringing the cart toward him, and they picked him up and brought him to the near side. That was Connor Goodman and one of the Bears' staff that helped him off to the near sideline. The last play was a result of a first down, so it's out to the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10 Phoenix. They get it out of their own end zone. They'll give this one off to Payne. Payne surveying, trying to get a hold, tries to bounce it outside, and coming down and getting him low was Tommy Turner, who makes the stop. They'll get him out to the 15-yard line on a gain of 4. Make it 2nd down and 6. 7-0 our score. Couple of turnovers on downs and a punt thus far for the Phoenix. The lone touchdown on the first drive of the game by the Bears. Amon Williams from 3. Here's Absent trying to get to the outside. Makes a man miss, and then finally gets knocked off his feet on the near sideline. Marshawn Bowden finishing him up, the senior out of Oakland, California, as he'll get out to the 20. And it'll be 2 yards short. It'll be right in between the two. Make it a short 2, a long 1. Absent stays in the backfield with Payne. As we go in, approaching the 10-minute mark here in the first half of play. Bears loading the line. They've got 5 hats across the line. They give this one off to Payne, and Payne is met in the backfield. Getting downhill and making the stop behind the line is Naj Belgar, the sophomore out of Dallas. And the Bears defense holds once again. So once again, Gottlieb for the punt, trailing 7-0. The Bears trying to get the ball back with good field position. Let's see what Gottlieb can do on this one. And this one's blocked. Levi Evans blocked it away, and the Bears are going to recover it near side. And it's Bowden who jumps on it, and the Bears have it right at the orange zone door. Levi Evans gets in there and blocks the punt. And the Bears will have short field position to start things off here on this series, leading 7-0 with 9:17 to play in the half. How many times have we called Levi Evans' name here in this one? A big tackle for loss, and this one a blocked punt. So now the Bears will take over on the Phoenix 24. We'll start 2 men in the backfield now, and a double-barrel shotgun look with Williams, Amon and Jordan. They'll put Jordan in motion. The take to give to Amon. Amon busts it to the outside and gets spun down right at the 20. A gain of 4. It's 2nd down 6. For the first time in the press box, you can actually feel the air conditioning. That sun comes over those trees right here at the mountains on the direction the Bears are traveling, and it is brutal inside this press box. But a beautiful evening here in the mountains. 2nd down 6, twins set for Malone. Malone takes it to the outside, pitches it out to Amon Williams, trying to get the edge, slips a tackle 15, and then gets chased out of bounds at the 10. They'll get him out. Let's see if they're going to put it at the 9 or the 10. Looks like it'll be at the 10, and it'll be 1st down and goal. So the Bears, with another 1st down, they're 7th of the contest, and they're trying to extend this 7-0 lead. Clock rested at 8:39 to go here in the opening half. The Levi Evans blocked punt gave the Bears this great field position. Malone brings it near sideline. Jordan Williams makes the grab, and then gets slung to the ground just shy of the 5. They will give him the 5. Making the stop there was Keenan Hill. It's 2nd and goal. Williams, Newton out wide in the middle in the slot is dribbling. Amon Williams in the backfield with Malone. 2nd and goal from the 5. Phoenix showing motion. Malone turns to the sideline, looks for the call. 10 on the play clock as he turns back to his offensive line. He'll look for the snap from Zach Kirk. They give it off to Amon Williams. Williams right up the gut. He'll fall forward for a couple after being met at the 4. They'll take him to the 3. It's 3rd and goal. And you're certainly in a chip shot range here for Isaac Smith, the AAC Special Teams Player of the Week. 3 of 4 on field goals this season. And this would be a chip shot at best. But the Bears would certainly like to hang 6 more here if they can. 3rd and goal from the 3. Malone looking at a A lot of white hats. They go for a back corner fade. They're going to Williams. Does he get underneath it? He doesn't. They had Jordan Williams on the fade route in the back corner of the end zone, but he can't haul it in. And the Bears will elect for a field goal try here with the freshman out of Hickson, Tennessee, of Isaac Smith. Clock paused at 7:16, and this is going to be a 20-yard field goal, pretty much close to the right hash. 3 of 4 on field goal tries this season. Snap is back, it's down, kick is up, and that splits the uprights. 10-0 Bears, 7:11 to play in the half. We're back to UPIKE after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Five plays, 21 yards, 2 minutes, 2 seconds off the clock. A 20-yard field goal by Isaac Smith makes it 10-0 as we welcome you back here on the UPIKE Sports Network. Home opener for the Bears, and they lead the Phoenix 10-0. So Smith will be kicking toward the mountains as 2 men back to return, Hill and Rogers. Smith from that far hash mark. Low driving kick that's going to hop at about the 15. Running underneath it is Hill. He'll bring it down to the middle of the field, cuts back right up the hash marks, and gets upended right at the 35. And that's where they will have the football. First down and 10, trailing 10-0. So 7:04 to play. The Bears would love to get quick 3 and out here and get the football back and try to go down and find points. They do get the football to start the second half as well. Be sure to stay with us at the half. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this one. Check scores from around college football. A big weekend for the Bears. Ring ceremony last night, trying to make a home opener win for the first win of the season here this evening. Holtzclaw on an empty set. Wants to throw. Floats it near sideline. Trying to get to his man, and it's intercepted. Brett Coleman runs underneath it and picks it off. That's Coleman's first interception of the season. But a penalty marker in the backfield, and this may be negated by the roughing the passer. Holtzclaw took a shot as he let go of this one. He was looking down the near sideline to Jarius Rogers. And it is a personal foul, roughing the passer against the Bears. So it will negate the turnover and will give the Phoenix 15 yards. So instead of the third interception of the season from Zach Holtzclaw, Brett Coleman's first of the year is turned away as the Bears only with 1 interception thus far on the season. So now the ball comes out to midfield, right between the I put it on the right hash mark, left hash mark, closest to the Bears bench. 4 hats across the line. Holtzclaw in the backfield. He'll give this one off to his tailback of Rod Payne, and he gets bottled up as he gets to midfield. They'll give him a forward progress of 1. It's second down 9. Moving from the right to the left on the hashes. 6:30 to play in the half. Bears leading 10-0. So far, Holtzclaw 1 of 5. And the longest, his only completed pass, that 46-yarder to Spence on the third down and long. He wants to throw it again. Comes near sideline and airmails his intended receiver, Isaac Finch. He got driven to the ground by Deej Savage, the junior out of Henderson, Nevada. It's 3rd and long. Clock stopped, 6:10 to play in the half. 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Phoenix. 2 of 6 on 3rd down tries tonight. Twin set for Holzclaw from the gun. Bears send 5. Holzclaw looking right, throws it short, and it's nearly picked off. Getting underneath it was Damian Watts. They were looking on the far sideline for Isaiah O'Neal, and a quick 3 and out after the 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer. And now an opportunity to see if Nathan Gottlieb can pin the Bears deep in their own end zone. So right between the hashes. Good kick. This is trying to get to the far sideline, and it will go out of bounds. The question is, where did it go out of bounds as the official runs forward? And they'll put him down at the 14. They've got a penalty marker in the backfield where the kick was. So hang on just a second. So get a personal foul on UPIKE. So it's after the kick was away, so it'll go half the distance to the goal, and it should go back to the 7. So 5:57 to play in the half. Bears leading at 10-0, 16th all-time meeting. They lead the series 8-7. They've won the last 4, winning in 2019, twice in 21, and then last time these two teams hooked up back in 22. First time they played, 2001, it was a 59-27 win by the Phoenix. The Bears got their first win in 2003, winning 24-7. The last time they hooked up back in 22, Bears won that one 47-37. So Xavier Malone will start with Amon Williams in the backfield from their own 7 with 5:57 to play in the half. 2 tight ends in the ball game this time for the Bears on 1st and 10. The take to give to Williams. Williams finds a crease. Right up the gut he goes as the Powell pushes forward across the 10 out to the 11. Give him a gain of 4 at 2nd and 6. Williams, that's his 13th carry of the ball game, making 42 yards on the evening. Chase Mims comes off as the tight end. Back into the ball game is Brandon Newton. 2nd and 6 from the far side, 11. Malone wants to throw. Looks, throws a dart out to the far sideline. Malone makes a great hook up there with Brandon Newton. Newton pulls it away and then breaks a tackle and gets out to the 20. Malone let that one fly with a cannon. And Newton hauls it in and makes it 1st down and 10. X put everything on that one, and Newton with a fingertip grab took it away. It was nearly an interception. He'll go in a twin set, 4 hats across the line. Swings it out near side to Williams. Williams with a blocker on the edge, gets the 25 and gets pushed out of bounds at the 30. He was hemmed up and pushed out of bounds on the near sideline by Cannon Johnson, but another 1st down for the Bears. A gain of 15 on the pitch and catch from X to Williams. Two backs in the backfield this time. They leave Peppers there. They'll swing this one out to Jordan Williams. Williams makes the catch in the backfield, cuts upfield across the 40, and then gets tackled there from behind by Cannon Johnson across the 40 out to the 43. And it's a gain of 8, and it's a second down and 2 coming up. The Bears finding a little tempo here on this drive. Grant Scott will go in the slot as the tight end. 3 receivers wide to the right. Brandon Newton, up to the top on the boundary left. Pepper stays in the backfield. Malone with 3 hats across the line from the defense on second down and 2. Malone rolling out near side, fires it out to his tight end. That's Grant Scott who makes the catch. The junior out of Pikeville will move the sticks as he'll take it across the 45 to the 46, and another Bears first down. Scott knows all about this field as he was a Panther before he was a Bear. He wore the maroon. Twins set. They'll stack it up on the near side. Pepper stays in the backfield with Malone. 3 hats across the line. Here's Stribling going in motion. Malone swings it out to Stribling. Stribling makes the grab with blockers out in front. Gets across midfield. Gets bottled up and finally tackled out of bounds on the far sideline. Making the stop there was Chaz Hunter, the middle linebacker for the Phoenix. But it goes down inside the 45. Nope, they're going to put him right at the 45. First down and 10 Bears. That should be first down number 10 of the contest. Nope, they're going to put him just shy of the yard to gain, so make it second down and 1. So hold that 10th first down for a moment. Williams back in the backfield. They'll swing it out to Williams in the near flat. Williams has a blocker, comes back to the near side, gets chased out of bounds, but that one's coming back on a hold on Grant Scott. Scott got around him on the edge and wrapped him up, and that's an easy call from the near side official. So this will go back 5 yards or 10 yards, and we'll play it again. It should be second and 11. And the question is, where did the hold occur? So the hold occurred. They're going to walk it off from beyond the first down marker. So the hold happened beyond the first down marker, but because of the hold, it moves it back behind. So instead of second and 11, it'll be second down and 9. So gets credit for a 2-yard gain on the pitch and catch, and then move it back 10 from that spot. So back into the Bears' 47-yard line now it goes. 2:30 to go in the first half. Bears leading 10-0. Trying to open up this home opener with a victory. Empty set for Williams, or for Malone in the backfield. He'll bring Williams in the backfield now. They'll swing it out to Williams on the deep motion. He makes a man miss. A nice cut. He gets back across the line of scrimmage. He was hemmed up and was looking at a big loss by Tyreek Boyd. And that is a run because of the backward pass. And now slowly coming up was Gershon Serfant. So 2:03 on arrested clock, third down and 9 coming up with the Bears leading 10-0. And they would love to be able to keep this drive alive. Even if they don't cash in points, do not give it back to the Phoenix, and then they get the ball for the second half. Time of possession has been pretty even. 12-12 for the Bears, 11:51 for the Phoenix. Total yards of offense, 156 for UPIKE on 35 snaps, 139 on 25 snaps for the Phoenix. So Serfant walking off to the field. So it'll be third down and 9. The Bears on their own 47. 4 of 8 and third down tries, which lines up exactly where their positioning on the season was coming in at 50%, 20 of 40. And they wind the clock, and that takes us to our 2-minute timeout. Not the 2-minute warning. We can't say 2-minute warning in college football. We have to say the 2-minute timeout. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Bears, as they go on the road next week to Maryville. This is a game that I talked with Coach Phipps earlier this week. He said he really doesn't know a lot about Maryville. They're a Division II college, but it's a game that would have been housed by the St. Andrews matchup. St. Andrews no longer having football, so that's left them having to scramble to find a game. So they'll play the 27th, then they'll be off the week of the 4th. Then they come back home on October 11th, and they start an AAC matchup with a new conference foe in Rio Grande. They'll play Point on the 18th. They head to Bluefield on the 25th. Back home for Union and KCU on November 1st and the 8th. And then, of course, the final matchup of the regular season this year is with Reinhardt. And what many believe coming in could be a de facto game for the conference championship. Division III, thank you. Maryville, Division III, my mistake. Thank you. All right, 3rd down and 9 for the Bears. 2 minutes to play in the half. Pepper in the backfield. Jordan Williams back there as well. They usually move him out in deep motion on this. There he goes. Malone swings it out to him near side. Makes a man miss, and it's a great open field tackle as Dogan makes the stop. It'll be 4th down. So make it 4th and 10, and now timeout requested by Cumberland. So minute 45 to go, their first time out of the half. And now the defense will have to punt this one away and try to make another big stand. Other scores in college football today, games currently underway. Florida State blowing out Kent State 66-10, the Seminoles 7th in the nation. Number 22 Auburn leads at Oklahoma, 11th ranked Sooners 17-16, 5:48 to play in the ball game. Number 24 Notre Dame back underway with Purdue a minute before halftime. They've been under a big delay, but the Irish leading 35-16. Number 18 Georgia Tech doubling up Temple 28-14. South Carolina just getting underway with number 23 Missouri. That game just in the first 10 seconds of action. Finals today, it was number 6 Oregon over Oregon State 41-7. Number 13 Ole Miss beats Tulane 45-10. Number 21 Michigan hangs on late in Lincoln to beat Nebraska 30-27. It was Tennessee hammering UAB as the 15th ranked Vols bounced back from the loss to Georgia last week 56-24. And 17th ranked Texas Tech no problem out in Utah as the 16th ranked Utes fall 34-10. All right, Alex Hatton ready to send this one away. And he hits a low end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded, and a nice tackle downfield as making the stop downfield for the Bears was Zach Morris. As Jarius Rogers got no return on the play whatsoever. And the Phoenix will be inside their 20 with a minute 37 to play in a half, down 10-0. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. So they'll start with the ball at the 18. And it's going to be Zach Holtzclaw that'll start in the backfield. Returning in the backfield with him is Jacob Corneo. One high safety is Coleman. Holtzclaw on the 1st and 10. Looks it out to the far sideline. The ball was deflected and knocked down. Knocking it down was the defensive end of Jeff Flowers, the graduate out of Montgomery, Alabama. 2nd and 10. Clock rested with 94 seconds to play in the half. And the Bears have 3 timeouts of their own. So if they get a stop here, they may look at trying to burn a timeout and save some time if they can force a 3 and out and get the football back and maybe take one shot down the field and find some more points off a field goal attempt. Holtzclaw lets it fly, gets it across the middle, has his man there. He makes the grab and then gets tackled from behind. That was Isaiah O'Neal as he gets across the 25 out to the 27. And that will move the sticks. And a Phoenix first down, their 5th of the ball game. Twin set for Holtzclaw. Clock starts to roll, a minute 20 to go. Looks out to the far side, has his man there who makes the grab and then gets turned upside down. That was Nate Stevens making the grab. Out to the 35-yard line. It'll be second down and 2 coming up after the gain of 8. Ryan Edministon in the ball game on the boundary right, 3 to the left. Holtzclaw surveying, looking down the middle of the field, trying to go down to Rogers, and it's over his hands and out of bounds, and a penalty marker flies. He was shadowed by Boyden. And let's see what we get here as the officials get together for some discussion. And they will get pass interference on the Bears. So that'll flip it across midfield. And starting to get interesting here in the final minute. But the Phoenix trying to get on the board, trailing 10-0. And a fresh set of downs on the 15-yard infraction. So first down and 10. The Bears with too many players on the field. They get a man off just in time. Holtzclaw wants to throw, zips this one out to the far side, has his man there who makes the grab, Isaiah O'Neal. He slips a tackle and dives forward out to the 40. They're going to put him down before that. Nope, they will move him out to the 40, so that'll move the sticks and another first down. Brett Coleman on the stop, coming down out of that safety position, and now Coleman is down after getting banged up on that last hit. So just inside of a minute to play here in the first half. And all of a sudden the Phoenix offense has come to life as the athletic training staff goes out to attend to the graduate out of Belfry. So far for Cumberland, their drives have been 2 turnovers on downs and 2 punts. And on this one, a nice sustained drive in which they've gotten it across midfield and have it at the Bears 40. Holtzclaw 4 of 11, 73 yards. The big long throw to William Pence of 46. That was on 3rd and 15 earlier. Coach Corey Phipps and Tim Mathis meet on the far sideline at the 30. As Coleman slowly comes to his feet. So Coleman walking with the athletic training staff, coming back to the near side. Jeff and Lauren Curley, the head of the certified athletic training staff here that attends to the Bears. So first down and 10 inside of a minute to play, and the clock will be paused because of the injury by the Bears. So basically a free timeout for the Phoenix. Holtzclaw from the gun. Pressure coming up the middle, unleashes this one quickly. Isaiah O'Neal has it in the middle of the field. He gets bit by the turf monster after crossing the 30 down to the 29. The clock will pause until they spot the distance markers, and then they'll wind it for play. There it goes, inside of a minute to go. Bears brought pressure but didn't get home. Holtzclaw dumps this one out to the far side, has his man there of Isaac Finch, and he'll get out of bounds on the far sideline after getting inside the 25. They'll get down to the 23, 43 seconds to go. They're certainly in field goal range for Jack Cantner, but they would like to cash in with 6 and trim into this 10-0 deficit. They've been getting all kinds of soft pressure underneath, and that's what Holtzclaw has been taking, are those underneath routes. Looking near side, penalty marker flies. Coming to the near side, it's well overthrown. They were looking on the deep ball to Nate Stevens. He was in triple coverage, but may have had an offside or a neutral zone infraction as the flag flew as the ball was snapped on the far side, and it could be it's going to be a false start on the offense. So back it up 5 yards, make it second down 8, 40 seconds to go. And typically on a play like that, they blow it dead. That's why I was kind of off guard when they let it play through on the false start. Holtzclaw pumps, looks far sideline, going for the home run ball to the outside edge and overthrows his receiver. He was looking for Jarius Rogers. He was locked up with good coverage on the far side by Damian Watts. It's 3rd and 8. And now a player down. And that's Holtzclaw, who is down at the 35. Injury timeout will step out as well. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
Third down and 8 for Abston from the gun. It's a design carry, and he gets caught near side. Guess who? Levi Evans makes the stop again. It's 4th down. Abston having to come into the ballgame after Zach Holtzclaw took a big pop. He was helped to the sideline under the assistance of the athletic training staff. We'll keep an eye on him for the second half, but he was down for quite some time after taking a big pop on that last pass play. So the time will drift down, and the Phoenix can elect to take the timeout and take a long field goal attempt, which is what they should do. They'll take it just inside of 3 seconds, and it'll be from the near side hash mark from the 27, so it's going to be roughly right at about from the 28. It'll be roughly a 45-yard kick. So Jack Cantner has attempted 1 field goal this season. The junior has hit a 23-yarder. No wind to speak of. It is very calm here on this beautiful evening here on this 20th of September here in the mountains. So the question is, does Cantor have the leg for this, or are they going to try a one big heave toward the end zone and hope for a PI or some type of a trick play that they can run and untime down? So they will bring out Jack Cantner, the junior, from the near side hash mark. Let's see where they're going to spot the football. So they will spot it at the 35, so it'll be a 45-yard kick from the near side hash mark, kicking toward the MAC. The Bears have already gotten a blocked punt tonight. Can they get a blocked field goal? And Coach Corey Phipps will take a timeout to ice the kicker with a big smudge grin on his face as he walks down the sideline. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll break all of this one down from the first half of action. We'll check scores from around other games in college football. Again, the Bears in action next week on the road. They head off to Division III Maryville. And then they'll exercise a bye week on October the 4th. And then back home for 2 games in conference play against Rio Grande and Point. Rio Grande just starting up their football program, joining the conference. So they take the place of St. Andrews. So the Red Storm making their first visit to UPIKE. Coach Corey Phipps trying to get the crowd going here on this 45-yard field goal attempt to end the half from Jack Cantner. From the near side hash mark. Stands rattling here at Hambly. It's down, it's up, it's on its way, and it is no good. Wide left. So the Bears bend but don't break again, and we head to the half with the Bears leading it 10-0 here on the home opener for the 2025 season. We'll step out for a break. We'll return for halftime coverage. We'll get all the information from this one, scores from around college football, and get you ready for the second half of action here from a beautiful night at Hambly. Bears in the locker room, up 10-0. We return for the halftime show after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. 2 minutes to go in halftime as we welcome you back here to Hambly on the UPIKE Sports Network. 10-0 Bears in front of Cumberland. A good first half. Defense kind of shined out. Levi Evans played a phenomenal first half. Blocked a punt, had several tackles, including a big tackle for loss that forced a 4th down conversion. But kind of been that bend but don't break a lot of when we saw this last year. So the question is, can the offense extend this lead as they will get the football to start the second half? It's been an efficient first half from Xavier Malone. Again, he came into the game 76 of 111, 844 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Threw for 437 last week in that loss. It was his career high. Was named AAC Offensive Player of the Week, 37 of 53. But here today, it's been kind of, just take what's given, and what's been given a lot is just the check downs and the easy plays that you deal with when you get into a game like this, a possession battle. UPIKE averaging nearly 500 total yards of offense on the season. They've been held to 155 on 36 snaps. So not what you would expect on the number side of things, but the most important number that's in favor of the Bears right now is the score. And the Bears have shut out Cumberland twice. The last time it happened back in 2019 at the front end of this 4-game winning streak, 27-0. That game was at Cumberland. And then they also did it back in 2004 when they got their second win in the midst of what would become a 4-game winning streak. They got their first win in 03, wins in 04, 05, 06. And 05 and 06 was a back-to-back overtime wins, 23-20 in 05, 41-38 in 06. Then they went in to lose 5 consecutive from 2012 to 2016. The two teams paused until 19, picked it back up in the 21 season. The first time was basically the 2021 season. That was the COVID year, and then they played in the 21 regular season back in November. So it was a game in March of 21. That was the 2021 season, and then the actual 21 season was back in November 6th, and that's the reason they played twice in 21. And then again in 22, they played here, a 47-37 victory for the Bears. So they'll have it driving it from left to right as we view it here, high atop the press box on a beautiful evening here in the mountains. Lights are on, beautiful turf playing surface here at Hilliard Howard Field, the home of the Pikeville Panthers, the high school team here in the city of Pikeville. So the Bears will return on the kickoff for the first time today. DeMarcus Calhoun will be near side, and far side is Quincy Clark. Ready for the second half of action. As the Phoenix make the approach, they'll send this one to the far sideline. Clark's going to field it at the 10. Across the 15, the 20, loses his footing as he goes across the 20 and gets out around the 23, 24-yard line. That's where the Bears will start the second half. So here comes X and his troops out. Leading 10-0. He'll start in a twin set with Amon Williams in his backfield. Only touchdown in the ball game from Mr. Williams on the first drive for the Bears. They move a man in motion from far to near. They give it off to Amon. He'll go right up the middle, bounce it to the outside, go off the left tackle, and cross the 25 out to about the 28. Give it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Both Williams in the backfield now. They'll bring Jordan in a deep motion. Malone wants to throw. Pumps, brings it near side. He's got his man there of Cope Stripling, who made a great catch on an end route, a little in route. He gets across the 30 out to the 31. It'll be third down. So make it third down and a long 3. Cumberland showing blitz. Malone takes a look, turns to the sideline for the play call. 2 receivers each way. Malone on 3rd and 3. 5-man rush. Malone floats it down toward Williams, trying to go up with one hand. He was tangled up, and there's the penalty marker. A very late flag comes in. They'll get it on Daniel Dugan. And Dugan was matching him for step, but as Williams went up, he had an arm across him, and the 15-yard penalty will give the Bears a fresh set of downs. So they'll move the football out to the 46-yard line of the Bears, and a first down and 10, their 10th first down of the contest. And so Amon Williams in the backfield, twin set for Malone. 3 men across the line for the Phoenix. Malone claps forward, he wants to throw. Fires this one out quickly. He's got Brandon Newton on the far sideline. He's down inside of Phoenix territory across the 45 and gets tackled out of bounds. He'll take it down to the 42. And it's another first down. 11th first down of the ball game for the Bears, who are moving here to open up the second half. Trying to add to this 10-0 lead. As the lights are on here at Hambly, and the Bears offense lighting up the field to start the second half. Trips for Malone on 1st and 10 from the Phoenix 42. Wants to throw, looks right, swings it out near side. Jordan Williams makes the catch. Keeps his footing after being tackled from behind. Fighting for extra yardage. Gets across and inside the 40, and then finally gets pushed down into his own bench. What an effort there by the senior out of Inland Empire, California. Looked like he was going to be behind the 40, and instead his second effort and even third effort takes it down inside the 40 to the 38. So a gain of 4 on the play, and it's 2nd and 6. Twin set. Amon Williams to the left pocket of Malone from the gun, as, again, the Phoenix showing blitz out of that linebacking core, throwing a 3-3-5 right now. Play clock's at 4. Malone's going to have to hustle. And he didn't get that one away. That's the second delay of game, as Malone just lost track of the play clock, and for the second time in the ball game, it's going to be a delay of game on the Bears. So now behind the sticks on second down for the Bears. So move the football back to the 43. So a twin set from the near side hash mark on 2nd and 12. 10-0 Bears. Will sling this one out to Amon Williams in the far side flat, makes a man miss 40, and then gets tangled up out of bounds into the Phoenix bench. They'll take him down to the 37-yard line and brings up 3rd down and make it about 6. So a gain of 6 on the play. They'll keep it in a twin set with Williams in the right pocket now of Malone. Everybody loading the line for the Phoenix, showing blitz. Here they come. Malone gets rid of it, floats it out to the far sideline. Newton takes it away at the 30, gets the far sideline 20, cuts back inside 15. He's down inside the 10, and it's 1st and goal. Brandon Newton does it for the 2nd time in the ball game. Had a ball that was a near interception. He takes it away and makes it 1st down and goal. Xavier Malone stood in there and took the big pop when the blitz was coming down, and they take it all the way down to the 8. So 29-yard pitch and catch. Malone comes from the gun. He'll give it off to Williams. Williams right up the gut. Gets upended at the 3. He's down near the goal line. They're going to put him down at the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal. Bears trying to make it 17-0 out of the locker room. Let's see if they feed Mr. Williams again, looking for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Inside of 11 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Malone from the gun. The take to give to Williams. He gets stonewalled as he goes back up the gun, and it'll be 3rd and goal from that same spot. Trying to run in behind his right guard of Micah Lee. 6'4", 278 graduate student out of Louisville, Kentucky. Zach Turk, the offensive center. Michael Atkins, Micah Lee, the guards. Zach Brooks and Gabe Bookman are your tackles. They move Amon Williams into the left hip pocket this time to Malone. Now they move him back to the right. They give it off to Williams right up the gut. Did he get in? Still no sign. And it's going to be 4th down and inches. And now let's see if the Bears elect to go for it. And maybe this time an Xavier Malone tush push. We've seen one today. The Bears have elected to go for it on a 4th down try, in which Malone jumped over the top of the pile to move the sticks. And that was on the drive that resulted in a touchdown. So it is 4th down. They will bring in Chase Mims, the redshirt freshman out of Betsy Lane. So they'll go with a heavy set. This is the same set they ran when they went for it on 4th down back in the 1st quarter. So they've got the angry bear in there as Malone goes under center. Malone pushing the pile. Tush push is in effect. Waiting for the signal. There it is, touchdown Bears. Xavier Malone gets in for the rushing touchdown from 1 yard out. And with 9:16 to play here in the 3rd, the Bears make it 16-0. That was a lot of beef in front of you. 275 on each guard, 275 in the middle. You had a roughly combined of over 500 pounds of the 2 tight ends that was in there, and then Xavier Malone just followed the big guys through the middle to pay dirt. Here's Isaac Smith for the extra point attempt. Ball is down, kick is up, splits the upright, 17-0 Bears, 9:16 to play in the 3rd. We're back to Hambly after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Well, a nice sustained drive by the Bears to start the second half of action, as it results in a 1-yard touchdown from Xavier Malone on the tush push. 10 plays, 76 yards, 5 minutes, 39 seconds. And on 4th and goal, the graduate student out of Knoxville, Tennessee, cashes in for 6. And the Bears extend the lead out of the locker room. 2 touchdowns bookended with 3 punts, a field goal, and a end of the half. But a 67-yard play drive, bookended by a 10-play, 76-yard drive, and it's 17-0. And now Isaac Smith set to boom this one away. The question will be, which quarterback will we see for this visiting Phoenix team? This was a high-hanging kick. Keenan Hill from the 5. He'll hand it off to Jarius Rogers on the turn to the right side. He gets bottled up and chased out of bounds. Deej Savage forces him out of bounds on the far sideline, out at the 25. 9:10 to play here in the third. 17-0 Bears here in the 16th all-time meeting. The Bears starting their 23rd season this campaign, trying to pick up their first win of the year after falling on the road to a pair of ranked opponents in the first 2 contests of the year, falling to number 9 Georgia and number 20 Cumberland's. So the quarterback out now is Jalen Abston. We saw some action from him in the first half. He is a very elusive quarterback with his feet. He'll give it off to Corneo. Corneo goes right off of left guard and gets hit immediately by Levi Evans. They'll give him a couple out to the 27, 2nd down and 8. This would be huge if the Bears could find a quick 3 and out and get the football right back. Great start out of the halftime period, a missed field goal, and then the Bears take the ensuing kickoff, 76 yards on 10 plays. Abston moves a man in motion from near side to far. He wants to throw, rolling out right, floats it down the far sideline, and overthrows his intended receiver. He was looking down the far sideline for Isaiah O'Neal. It was well covered. Deej Savage and Damian Watts. It's 3rd and 9. Clock stopped, 8:24 to play here in the third. So Corneo in the backfield with this redshirt sophomore of Abston. 3 receivers wide to the left on 3rd down and 9. Bears send 5. Abston stands in the pocket. Pocket collapses, and down he goes. Getting in there was Jeff Flowers, and also was coming in there was Landon Rowe, the two big men off that defensive line. So the Bears pick up the sack on the quarterback and a quick 3 and out as they'll get it back leading 17-0. Nolan Gottlieb to kick this one away, and Isaiah Esquivel stands back at his own 35. This one might have been partially blocked. Levi Evans was there again, as this one doesn't even make it back to midfield. And the Bears will have great starting field position on their second drive of the second half, leading 17-0. Evans already with 1 blocked punt tonight and might have gotten a deflection on that one, as that one looked like it went off the side of the foot and out of bounds. And they're going to have the football at the Phoenix 35. And I would expect a home run hitter opportunity right here. Trying to go up top and see if you can cash in with Brandon Newton. Leads the AAC in touchdown grabs with 3. And this right here could certainly be the straw that breaks the camel's back. They'll put 3 on the wide side of the field to the right. Malone with Amon Williams to his left. 2 safeties high for the Phoenix. They give it off to Williams. Williams sticks a foot in the turf, comes back up the middle, and he gets walloped. Leading the surge right there was C.J. Miller, 6'1", 287-pound defensive tackle. No gain on the play, second down and 10. Twin set for Malone on 2nd and 10 as we'll drift across the 7-minute mark on this snap. Coach Corey Phipps working his 5th season here on the sidelines for the Bears after a very successful campaign at KCU before coming down US 23. Malone, pressure coming off the edge, steps up in the pocket, and the pressure is going to get, and he's taken down. He gets hit in the backfield and wrapped up by Peter Popola as he picks up the full sack for 1.5 on the season and makes it 3rd down and long as Malone could not get stepped up in the pocket enough as it collapsed around him. So back to the 44-yard line he goes and makes it 3rd and 19. Inside of 6.5 to go here in the third. Bears leading 17-0. Five hats across the line for the Phoenix as Malone turns, looks to the sideline. Play clock's inside of 10. It's down at 5 as he sets his line down. He gets this one away on a low snap, stands in the pocket, steps up, looking off to the far side. He's going to now revert, trying to come back near side, and he gets hit in behind, and a penalty marker flies. Getting there, making the hit is Boston Follis, but there's a penalty marker around where the play happened, and you got to wonder what the penalty marker was. I believe they're going to get an illegal block in the back or a hold, and they'll probably negate the penalty, and they will, and it'll be 4th down. Malone did everything right on that one until he turned and reversed fields and tried to come back to the near side, and when he did that, he put himself in all kinds of peril, and it was Boston Follis that was right there to wrap him up. And now the Bears will have to kick this one away. Jarius Rogers stands back to return. Hatton gets a good one. And Jarius gets lit up as he fields it at the 20. And coming downhill and making the big pop there was Tommy Turner. There is a penalty marker at midfield. Now let's see what we get on this one. Naj Bellegarde looks like he was trying to plead the case. He's one of the captains tonight, and he did not look happy as he was walking away from our white hat and our umpire. What a hit there by Tommy Turner. Let's check in with our white hat and see what we've got on the play from the penalty. 5:45 to play in the third. UPIKE leads at 5:40. Leads it with 5:45 to play, and we're going to get offsetting personal fouls. And Corey Phipps really getting after the white hat. So here comes the Phoenix offense with Jalen Abston still in control after Zach Holtzclaw got knocked out of the game just before halftime on a big pop on a ball that he went downfield. And now Phipps is letting the field judge have it on the near sideline. 1st down and 10 from the 21. Abston keeps it himself, finds a big hole, comes off the near sideline, gets knocked off his feet. As that was Marshawn Boyden, the senior out of Oakland, California, out to the 30, a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Clock continues to roll. 5:20 to play here in the third. 17-0 Bears. Touchdown in the first and third quarters and a field goal in the middle of all of that. Here's Corneo right up the gut. He's got 1st down yardage and a little bit more as he gets wrapped up from behind by Naj Bellegarde, the sophomore linebacker. He'll get out to the 34-yard line and a 1st down and 10, the 9th first down of the ball game for the visiting Phoenix. This Bears defense only allowing 94 rushing yards on the season. They've given up 105 tonight. Here's Abson wanting to throw. Floats this one to the far sideline. And O'Neal sheds the tackle after making the catch and turns toward the end zone, and he's going to the house for 6. Touchdown, Cumberland, a 66-yard pitch and catch. That is Abson's longest of the season. And the question is, was it defensive or offensive pass interference? If this is offensive, it's going to negate a 66-yard touchdown. And it is pass interference against the Bears. So the Phoenix are on the board with 4:33 to play here in the third. And Isaiah O'Neal hauls in the touchdown pass as Abston throws his longest of the season, which was previously 59. So Cantner for the extra point attempt. 10 of 12 on the season. The high snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, and splits the uprights. 4:33 to play in the third, 17-7. UPIKE leads it. We return to Pikeville after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Well, the Phoenix are on the scoreboard. They trail it 17-7 as Cumberland finds the end zone on a 3-play, 79-yard drive. 1 minute, 12 seconds it took, but 66 of it coming on one pass play as Jalen Abston fires the long touchdown to Isaiah O'Neal, who makes his first grab of the season. And the Bears will get suffocated out at the 20. So they'll have the football from their own 20 and a 10-point lead before 26 to play here in the third. Phoenix sit at 2-1 on the year after picking up a lopsided win last week over Ave Marie, 55-7. They beat Reinhardt 30-18. Lost the season opener at Tennessee Tech, 65-0. UPIKE on the other side lost to number 9 Georgetown 34-17 in the season opener, and it fell last week to number 20 Campbellsville 37-34. Two receivers to the right, Malone on 1st and 10. The give to Amon Williams. He'll lower the shoulder, go right up the gut. Going low and making the hit for the initial stop was Cannon Johnson. A gain of 1, 2nd and 9. .261 total yards in the ballgame for the visiting Phoenix. The Bears at 2:02. 2nd and 9, 4 minutes to play here in the third. Two receivers right, one left with a tight end left. Here's Malone, wants to throw, pumps. Pressure coming off the edge, throws it near sideline. Trying to get back to it was Jordan Williams. The pass falls incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9, clock rested with 3:43. Malone has been efficient tonight in the passing game. Has only missed 5 passes. He's 21 of 26 for 162 yards. He faces a key 3rd down and 9 here on this snap. 5 hats across the line for the Phoenix. Malone turns to the sideline with a play clock inside of 10. Bears get set with a play clock at 5. They're going to have to hustle. Play clock's at 1. They're going to have to take a timeout, and this time Malone recognizes it and does get the timeout before the penalty. So the Bears will burn their first timeout of the half with 3:43 to play here in the third. Looking at a key 3rd and 9 coming up. UPIKE 6 of 13 on third down conversions tonight. They were 50% coming into the ball game at 20 of 40. Cumberland's drives tonight, 2 turnovers on downs, 3 punts, a missed field goal, a punt, and then all of a sudden the offense comes alive with a 3-play, 79-yard touchdown drive. 66 of that coming on 1 play, and that got them on the scoreboard. All right, so 3rd and 9 out of the timeout, 3:43 to play in the third. Bears in front by 10. Malone in a double-barrel shotgun look. 5 hats standing up all across the line. Malone wants to throw in a low snap. Pressure coming off the edge. Dumps this one out to Williams. Williams trying to get the edge. Takes it up the far side. Lowers the shoulder and drops the boom. Marshawn Lynch. And a flag comes out with some extracurriculars at the end. I think he had the first down anyways, as Amon Williams just delivered a punishing blow. And they're going to mark him a yard short. There was no penalty marker comes out. So I thought they said there was a flag came out on the far side. So for the moment, it's 4th and 1, and the offense staying on the field. Malone trying to get movement. Nobody's going anywhere. Play clock is down to 6. They will jump, and they got the movement. Now the question is, who moved first? One of the defensive ends came across, and Malone took the snap. And it's a false start, though, on UPIKE. And I can see the body language on Corey Phipps' face on the near sideline. He's like, you got to be kidding me. So the punting unit will come on. Jarius Rogers, who got blasted on the last punt from Hatton. Hatton gets this one blocked. It is picked up on the far side, and it's going to be returned for a touchdown. Cannon Johnson gets it from the 5 and takes it in, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game here at Hambly. 13 unanswered. And the block punt from Cannon Johnson. And an extra point away from making this a 3-point deficit. And how things have turned all of a sudden. It's our second blocked punt of the evening, one by each team. But this one turns into a blocked punt for a return touchdown. Kick is up and is good. And with 3:06 to play in the third, it's 17-14, UPIKE in front. We're back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
17-0 at one point. It's 17-14 now as we welcome you back here on the UPIKE Sports Network to a beautiful Hilliard Howard Field here in Pikeville, Kentucky, as the Phoenix have stormed from down to the dead and have it down to a 3-point deficit. Deep kickoff back to the 5. Out to the 15 and gets upended there as the return man gets out to the 20. That was Tommy Turner on the return. Excuse me, that was not Tommy Turner. It was number 26 on the return. That was Dallas Kelly. So the Bears, who had moved things well to start the second half, has kind of gone stagnant. And after a 10-play, 76-yard drive, their last 2 drives, 6 plays for minus 16. So they start from their own 20, actually the 19. Malone wants to throw, brings it out near side. Almon Williams makes a man miss at the 25. He'll pick up 2 out to the 21. Well defended there in the flat. Second down and 8. Near side hash mark, 3 receivers with the tight end of Grant Scott in between them. 2:30 to play in a third. A 3-point lead for the Bears with the football. Malone pumps, wants to throw, zips it near sideline. He's got his man there as Jordan Williams pulls in the rifled shot from Xavier Malone, and that moves the sticks and a Bears first down. Their 14th of the contest. Malone uncorked that one out to the 36. So a gain of 15 on the play. He'll flip the set to the other side. They'll give it off to Williams. Williams shaking and baking as he comes up the gut and gets gang tackled. As Tavarius Pitts was the man that falls on him, and the last man off the pile was number 52, Peter Papula. So take him out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down, 7. 3 hats across the line for the Phoenix. Showing blitz coming off of the edge. Malone surveys. Pressure coming off the edge. Throws it out to the far sideline. Has his man there. That's Jordan Williams, who makes the grab. Gets across the 40. Out to the 41. It's a gain of 2. It'll be third down and 5 coming up. Jordan Williams coming to the sideline. Isaiah Esquivel coming on, wearing number 30 to take his position. Play clock's at 15. We go inside of a minute on this snap. Third down and 5 for the Bears. They need the 46 to move the chains. Malone wants to throw, looks far side, floating it down the far side. He's got a man in stride, and he goes down, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Newton. Matching him step for step was Dan Smith. And it's fourth down, and the Bears will punt it away. Go for a home run ball on 3rd and 5. And another quick 3 and out that's going to shove that defense right back onto the field. They had the one-on-one with Newton. Phoenix trying to come after it again. Hatton gets a low driving kick that'll take a big bounce over top and fielded by Rogers back at the 5. He gets spun off of his feet after crossing the 20. They'll take him out to the 21. So now the Phoenix, with 14 unanswered, will have the football with 37 seconds to play in the third and a chance to tie or take the lead on this drive, depending on the result. Bears defense need a stop in a worse way, and the offense has got to find a way to sustain a drive. Keep that defense on the sideline for a bit. That was a 5-play, 22-yard drive, but their last 3 drives combined have totaled 6 total yards. 3 plays minus 20, 3 plays 4, 5 plays 22, all of those punts after the touchdown to start the second half. Here's Apston starting in the backfield. And we get movement before the snap, before Rod Payne gets the handoff, and this should put the Phoenix behind the sticks. So they get the offense behind the sticks for a 5-yard loss on the false start. That's their 7th penalty for 51 yards tonight. Bears have been flagged 8 times for 68. Just under 36 ticks to go here in the third. A good football game. UPIKE had a 17-point lead, and then a touchdown and then a blocked punt by the Phoenix that was recovered and returned for a touchdown. And we've got a 3-point ball game here. First down and 15. Abston wants to throw. Going down the far sideline, he's got a man out across midfield, and it's over top of his head and incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Rogers, and just too much air underneath it. Damian Watts and Quincy Clark, the 2 men covering it up. Brett Coleman is back on the field after leaving there in the first half. Good to see him back out there at his safety position. Clock rested with 29.6 to play here in the third. 17-14. Bears got the first points of the ball game on a 14-play drive with Almon Williams getting in for 6. Xavier Malone, a 1-yard touchdown in the third. A field goal in between that. Here's Abston calling his own number, and he gets pinned and taken down from behind. Making the hit from behind is Jeff Flowers. There was all kinds of pressure up the middle. And it's going to be 3rd and a mile coming up for the Phoenix as we get into the final 10 seconds, and Tim Mathis is going to take his team to the other end of the field as we head to the final 15. We've got a good one here on tap for the home opener for the Bears. They lead at 17-14, 3rd and 18 for the Phoenix when we return to Hambly after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
Final 15 here at Hambly, 17-14. Bears in front. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the UPIKE Sports Network. 3rd and 18 coming up for the visiting Phoenix after they were down 17. They got a touchdown on a 66-yard home run ball from Jalen Abston to Isaiah O'Neal, and then a blocked punt that was returned for the touchdown by Cannon Johnson. And all of a sudden, a 17-point cushion was all but gone. And now the defense needs to make a stand here and try to get the football back to the offense, who can hopefully keep the football on the field for more than a couple of minutes. So Rod Payne starts in the backfield with Abston in a twin set on 3rd and 18. Looking to the far side, pressure coming up the middle, and they're going to get home. The Bears defense gets home. Leading the surge was Xavier Don, the freshman out of Youngstown, Ohio. The defensive end creates the pressure. It's a loss behind the 10, back to the 8, and it's 4th down. And that's what the Bears defense needed, a quick 3 and out. So now Isaiah Escobar will stand at midfield. The Bears already have one blocked punt tonight. Boy, what a big opportunity this would be to get a block with the punter standing in his end zone. Bears get after it. He does get it away, and he hangs it high in the sky here over Hambly. Escobar takes it at his 40, comes near sideline and gets popped out of bounds by Cannon Johnson. Johnson gives him a high five. Escobar fists him up. So the Bears will have it at the 49. 1st down and 10 with 14:05 to go in the ball game and a 3-point lead. Malone, 25 of 31, 189 yards tonight. Almon Williams, 21 carries for 57. He's got a touchdown. He and Malone the 2 touchdowns for the team, both on the ground. No passing touchdowns tonight. That's something uncharacteristic for this Coach Corey Phipps team. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Almon Williams in the backfield. 3 hats across the line. Malone takes, gives it off to Williams. Williams shifts to the right, spins, gets across the 45, down near the 40 to the 42. Nice run there by Almon Williams, who picks up 9 on first down, 2nd and 1. Talked to Almon's dad at halftime. Recognized him when I stepped out of the booth for a bit. Great chance to see him and say hello. Here's Williams, right up the gut. He gets stood up as he gets in the hole. And he's not going to get there, so it will be 3rd down coming up. Make it 3rd and a long 1 now. A big 3rd down conversion coming up here for the Bears. 3 hats across the line for the Phoenix. Williams in the right pocket of Malone. The low snap, the give to Williams. 1st down yardage to Morris. He slips across the 40. He gets spun off of his feet as Boston Folas finished him up. But he's down to the 39 and a 1st down and 10 for the Bears. Their 15th of the ball game. Williams off, Jaden Pepper on. With a fresh set of downs for Xavier Malone. An H-back of Scott to the left side of the set. 2 receivers wide to the left. Malone on 1st down and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down, pumps, floats it near sideline, looking at Brandon Newton, and Newton can't get turned around as he goes into the cheerleaders. Great coverage on the near side by Chase Manning. And Newton went maybe down the tunnel out of the stadium for a moment. Maybe run over there and grabbed an ice cream cone or something. Now I think he ran over a couple of those. 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. DeMarcus Calhoun in the slot, his first action tonight. Wearing number 83 here on the near side of your field. Twin set, blitz coming. They'll bring it out near side Pepper. Pepper with all kinds of room. Stops at the 30, cuts back inside, takes a big pop, and gets knocked off of his feet. He was wrapped up by Gershon Serfant. They'll take him down to the 27. Or excuse me, not the 27, my mistake. Yes, the 27, and that will move the sticks. 1st down and 10. A little swing route there by the Bears, and Pepper did the dirty work as he got downfield. Twins stacked on the left side of the set, wide to the right. Malone on 1st down and 10. Pressure showing off the edge. Here it comes. Malone keeps it himself. Gets off the outside edge, but gets tripped up. Reaching out and grabbing his feet as he tried to go was Chaz Hunter, the middle linebacker, a graduate student, coming in with 12 tackles of the ball game. A short gain on 1st and 10 for Malone. It's 2nd and 9. This is the Bears' recipe right here. They need a long, sustained drive that keeps that Phoenix defense out here on the field in this warm, muggy evening here in the mountains. 2nd and 9. Twin set for Malone. Almon Williams in the backfield again. They show blitz. Here they come. Malone stands in the pocket, coming near sideline, looking for Calhoun. All kinds of contact. Fans looking for a penalty flag, none given. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 coming up. DeMarcus Calhoun was hounded in this near side corner, but no penalty markers fly. Clock stopped with 10:58 to play in the contest, and it's 3rd and 9. Now an official timeout they'll reset the play clock back to 40 on the incompletion. Bears 7 of 16 on 3rd downs tonight. This is a critical one here to at least get it down to where it's a more manageable field goal opportunity. Malone turns, looks to the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock as the Phoenix dance all over that defensive line. They've got 6 jerseys across, all standing up. Here's Malone on third down. Pressure coming off the edge, and the ball is loose. And the Phoenix have it. They pick it up at midfield and off and running to the races. That's Chaz Hunter. He gets ran down at the 10. And a penalty marker flies on the backside. It's a strip sack for the Phoenix back at midfield. And depending on the infraction, the Phoenix may have the football inside the 5 for first and goal. After being down 17-0, and Malone held on to it for just a little bit too long and allowed that defensive pressure to come off the edge. And it's a face mask against the Phoenix. Or excuse me. Well, he pointed both directions. Yeah, so it'll be first and goal from the 3 for the Phoenix, who were down 17, and a chance here now to tie or take the lead. Jacob Corneo in the backfield with Abston. They give it off to Corneo, right up the gut, bounces it out to the outside, and he's in for 6. And the Phoenix have answered with 20 unanswered, and they lead at 20-17 with 10:40 to play in the contest. 2 big defensive plays, a blocked punt for a touchdown, and in a strip sack that was returned to the 3. And after trailing 17-0, Jack Cantner with an extra point away from making this a 4-point lead for the Phoenix. Snap is down, kick is up, and is pure. 21 unanswered for the Phoenix. 10:40 to play in the ballgame. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. (21-17), Phoenix now leading the Bears. As we welcome you back here to Hambly on the UPIKE Sports Network. 21 unanswered for the Phoenix, and it's been 2 big plays on the defensive side, a blocked punt and a strip sack and a long return that set up the 1-play drive and a 3-yard touchdown run for Jacob Corneo for his 3rd touchdown of the season. The Bears had the football back at midfield when the strip sack occurred. And it was Chaz Hunter who scooped it up and nearly took it to the house. Amon Williams chased him down from behind. So a low driving kick that is bounced and fielded by Calhoun. He called for a fair catch, so he cannot return that. So this will take it out to the 25-yard line. If you call for a fair catch, you cannot attempt to advance the football. So UPIKE down 4 now with 10:39 to play. And what a crazy events that we have seen here after it was 17-0 to start the 3rd quarter after the Bears found points out of the locker room. And it has been nothing but the Phoenix since. So the ball is going to be spotted at the 3. So the question was, did he field it with a knee down? I don't know. So the Bears with a lot of real estate in front of them. 97 yards to be exact for pay dirt. That's what they need to regain the lead. Malone from his end zone gives it off to Williams. Williams with a big hole off the left edge. Picks up a nice gain on first down. Eli Denton comes in and takes him off his feet just shy of the 10. He'll get out to the 9 on a gain of 6. Second down 4. Bears need points, but they need to get that defense a rest. Here's Williams. Comes off, gets spun. It's Denton that comes in for behind again. Only picks up 1. So 3rd and 3. 10 minutes to play in the contest. 21 unanswered for the visiting Phoenix, who are trying to snap a 4-game losing streak to this Bears team here in the 16th all-time meeting. 3rd down and needed down to the 14. They give it off to Williams. Williams pushing the pile. He's across the 15, and that should move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. 17th first down of the ball game for the home Bears. Williams will come off. Pepper back in. And Xavier Malone has been kept in check here tonight, only throwing for 201 yards, was averaging 422 a game. Pressure coming off the edge. Pepper tries to go forward, and he slips and falls, and then a penalty marker flies on the back end. There's a helmet that comes flying off, and now we're trying to get people separated. As Pepper slipped as he got to the hole. And now let's see what we get from our white hat on the infraction. Now we've got illegal hands to the face. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. So it takes it back inside the 10, back to the 8. And so from the 8-yard line, it'll be first down, but behind the sticks here on first down for the Bears, they'll make it 1st and 17. We go inside of 9 minutes to go in the contest. The Bears scored the first 17. The Phoenix have scored the last 21. And the offense has looked stagnant at best here tonight at times. Malone on 1st and 17 wants to throw from his own end zone, rolling out right, throwing down the far sideline, and he throws this one out of bounds. He was looking for Cope Stribling, the junior out of Orlando. 2nd down and 17 coming up, 8:39 to go here in the contest. Bears looking for their first win on the season before heading to Maryville, Tennessee next week in their final non-conference game. And then they'll exercise the bye week before coming home to open up conference play against Rio Grande. Pepper in the right pocket of Malone on 2nd and long. Malone from the end zone, zips this one out far side. He's got his man there of Stripling. Stripling makes a man miss, spins from the 20, cuts back inside. What a move by the junior of Cope Stripling as he gets across the 20 out to the 25, and that might move the sticks. They'll put it right at the 25. It's going to be just shy of the marker to gain, so it's 3rd down and 1. So Stribling made a heck of an effort, a second, even a third effort to get free. Here's Williams. He gets pinballed and knocked off his feet as coming in and getting the big hit there was Knox Watson, the redshirt sophomore. And the punting unit will come out with 7:40 to play in the contest, down 4. And the defense is going to have to go back to work again. The Phoenix have just been absolutely punishing up the middle. And Williams was met in the backfield. Here's Hatton. Hangs this one high on the far side. Rogers comes up, calls for a fair catch at his own 41, 42-yard line. And now the Phoenix, who comes in averaging just under 200 rushing yards a game. They have 100 exactly here tonight, and a recipe setting up for just trying to get 3 yards and a head of dust each touch and try to milk out this final 7:21 and look for some more points to push this one out of reach. A 4-point lead for the Phoenix after trailing by 17. So Jalen Abston will start things off from his own 41, far sideline. They give it off to, no, the ball was loose. He tried to give it to Corneo, and they got mixed up on the exchange. The ball falls forward, and they're able to pounce on it at the 41. So it's no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10, and a dangerous moment there for the Phoenix that would have handed the ball back to UPIKE on the good side of the field for the Bears. He held it in the breadbasket there of Corneo and never could get the exchange. He wants to throw on 2nd down. Going for a home run ball. Coming near side to Isaiah O'Neal, and it's knocked away. Defended nicely from Damian Watts, but now Watts is tangled up and down on the turf on the front of his bench. They were looking for Isaiah O'Neal, who had the home run ball on their first touchdown of 66. And Watts played it perfectly and swatted it away at the end. 6:41 on arrested clock, 3rd and 10 from the 41, but the injury timeout here for the down player of Damian Watts. $17-0, Bears led it after scoring the 1-yard touchdown from Xavier Malone in the 3rd. Then a 66-yard home run ball from Jalen Abston to Isaiah O'Neal got the Phoenix on the board. The Bears were forced to punt deep in their own zone, and it was a blocked kick that was recovered and returned for the touchdown. That made it 17-14. Then the Bears had to punt it away again, and they had good field position on 3rd down. A strip sack was recovered, and Chaz Hunter returned it all the way down inside the 5. They had it at the 3, and a one-play drive saw Jacob Corneo plunge in from 3 yards out to take the lead at 21-17. So a big 3rd down conversion attempt coming up for the Phoenix. They're 3 of 11 on 3rd downs tonight. On the season, coming into the contest, they were 37%, 16 of 43. They need the Bears 49 to move the sticks. Abston rolling out right, wants to throw, zips it out to his man. He's got him there, and he's got his first down. Isaac Finch makes the catch, and a fresh set of downs with a little out route right in front of the Bears bench. He'll get it down to the Bears 46 as they pick up their 12th first down of the contest. Abston threw a perfect ball right there on the run as the clock continues to tick as we get down near 6 minutes to go. 4-point lead for the Phoenix, driving in Bears territory now. They'll move 2 tight ends to the far side. On 1st down and 10. The take, the give to Cornejo with a head of steam right up the gut he goes. Deej Savage comes in and finally knocks him off his feet. They'll give him forward progress across the 40 down to the 39. That's a gain of 7. It's 2nd and 3. Inside of 6 to go. And if anything, the Phoenix would love to get a field goal out of this to make it a full 7-point lead to force the Bears to make a touchdown to tie, not a touchdown to win. Either way, the Bears have got to get a stop here, and they need a touchdown to get back in front. Down by 4. Abston takes it on 4, gives it off to Cornejo. driving those feet across the line. He'll get across the 35 to the 34 and another first down, the 13th of the ballgame for the visiting Phoenix. And that will allow them to grind off some more of this 5-minute clock, as they should be able to take it down inside of 3 minutes on this drive, pending that they would only go 3 more plays here. The Bears had to use a timeout back in the third quarter, so they only have 2 remaining. That could be huge down the stretch. 4:45, they'll move a man from near side to far. That's their tight end, Devin Williams. Another give to Cornejo. Spins off the left side and surges forward across the 30. They hit him in the backfield, and then he slips forward after spinning off the left edge. 2nd down and 5. And this is where you have a punishing running attack that can just grind down the field, and this Bears defense has pretty much lived on the field in the second half. Even though they have controlled the time of possession battle, 34-40 to 18 minutes. A lot of that has come in this second half. Here's 2nd down and 5. Abston, another give to his tailback. He'll come right up the gut. He'll get down to the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 1. And now all kinds of things happening. We've got a player down for the Phoenix, laundry on the field. And this may be a fresh 15, as Xavier Dawn has been jogged over to his bench. And he's getting a face full of his head coach right now, as a bad decision on that play, is, for the way it looks at the moment, is going to give the Phoenix a fresh 15 and a fresh first down. 3:47 to go. Well, let's see what our Whitehead has to say here. So it is the 15-yard penalty. So from the 25, it'll be half the distance to the goal. So now inside the red zone, it goes down to the 12. With 3:47 to play in the contest, the Phoenix 21 unanswered. And this is almost reminiscent of what happened last week against Campbellsville. So Abston starts again with Cornejo, who has been the feature here on this drive. They give it to him again. He finds an angle off the right side, gets low and drives the tackler backward. Making the stop there was Quincy Clark. He gets down inside the 10 to the 8. Make it down to the 7, so a gain of 5. No, back to the 8. Make it a gain of right at a 5, so make it 2nd down and a long 5, if you will. Right between the hash marks. Inside of 3 to play. Play clock gets down to 3. Cornejo again. He gets walloped in the backfield. Landon Rowe and Naj Bellegarde coming in and making the stop. It's 3rd and long. The defense needs the biggest stop of the game right here to force a field goal attempt to try to keep the lead at no more than 7, as they'll be able to get this one inside of 2 minutes, and they should be able to take this one down to the 2-minute timeout. So we probably will not get another snap until we get on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Bears with 2 timeouts remaining, and if they get a stop on 3rd down, would have to use that timeout to stop it and try to get it back with about a minute 30, minute 40 left in the contest, and having to try to come from behind. And something they've not done well tonight is been able to execute the passing attack. This Phoenix defense coming in had held teams to only 177 yards through the air. Tonight they've given up 218 to the guy who is the number one passer in the nation, averaging 422 a game. But the vertical passing attack just has not been able to get rolling. And after putting up 17 with a touchdown to open up the third quarter, it has been nothing but Phoenix offense on the backside of two big defensive stops. One with a blocked punt that was returned for a touchdown, a strip sack on a third down by the Bears at midfield that was nearly returned for a touchdown, and then they punched it in for the 2-yard or the 3-yard touchdown run. And then the first touchdown coming on a Jalen Abson to Isaiah O'Neal 66-yard touchdown to make it 17-7. Third down and 8, 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Corneo stands to the right side of Abston from the gun. The high snap, the give. Abston keeps it himself. Navigating, comes off right tackle, and he's going to be shy of the 5. So it will be fourth down coming up as the Bears burn the timeout and with 1:53 to play. And now Jack Cantner will come out and attempt a field goal. He missed his other field goal attempt in the half. It was a 45-yarder. This one will be much closer as the ball is down, looks like, at about the 7. So call it a 24, 25-yard field goal attempt coming up. He's hit one this season from 23. That was the only one he had swung on. This will be from the near side hash mark. So at the moment, at least the defense gets the stop it needs to force a field goal attempt that could push the lead out to 7 and forcing the Bears to get a touchdown to tie. The holder is Jake Parker. Cartner from the near side hash mark. It'll be a 24-yard field goal. Kick is up, hits the uprights, and is no good. It doinks off the uprights on the right side. Cartner misses his second of the ball game, and now the defense holds tight, and now the offense, a touchdown will win it here on the home opener. So the ball will come out to the 20. And the Bears now know the touchdown will win it. And can Xavier Malone guide a game-winning drive here in front of the home fans on the home opener, trying to keep alive this winning streak over the Cumberland Phoenix. One timeout, 1:47 to go for the Bears, with 80 yards from pay dirt to regain the lead, trailing 21-17. Malone on first down, wants to throw, stands in the pocket. He steps up, rolling out, floats it near sideline, looking for Jordan Williams, and overthrows it out of bounds. He was blanketed by Dan Smith right in front of his bench. Clock stops with 1:41 to play. Brings up second down and 10. And that is something that this Cumberland defense has done so well on the back end. They have been in one-on-one situations and pretty much have covered up everything that Malone has wanted to do downfield. Only 218 yards tonight. 200 under his season average of 422, which leads the nation. Malone with an empty set. Steps up in the pocket. He's got all kinds of time. Fires it across. Grant Scott across the middle. He'll make the catch at the 30. Scamper up to the 35, the 37, and get out of bounds to stop the clock with 94 seconds to go. That's the plays you got to work. Use those underneath routes. You've got all kinds of time to work here. Trips right, one left, that's Newton. Williams stands in the backfield, 5 hats across the line for the Phoenix. Malone on first and 10. Stands in the pocket, all kinds of time. Darts this one out to Williams. Williams throws on the break, spins back across the 40, out to the 41. Offense is going to keep going, no timeout to call yet. So a gain of 4, second and 6. Clock continues to roll, 1:15 to go. 2 receivers for Malone. The low snap. Stands in the pocket, brings it near side. He's got Jordan Williams there. He makes the catch. Penalty marker flies as well. As the penalty marker comes up near midfield, Williams was all alone. And let's see what we get here. Let's see what our white hat has to say. The Bears are moving backward as they're going to call this on UPIKE. Offensive pass interference on Brandon Newton. So on a play that had come all the way up to midfield is going to be negated, and it's going to be second down and long as it goes all the way back now to the 26 with 1:06 to go. Wow. Thirteenth total penalty tonight. Malone on 2nd and 20. The low snap, loses the football, and he has to pounce on it inside the 15. And now Coach Corey Phipps will have to burn a timeout with 61 seconds to go, and it's going to be 3rd and forever. So they'll get it recovered at the 13, but if the defense recovered there, that was your ball game. They have to get it out to the 47 to move the sticks. So it's it's going to be 3rd and 31, I believe. No, 34, yeah, I was going to say, that's not, those numbers don't add up. 3rd and 34 is what it's going to be here. Now again, you're looking at 2-down territory here. You don't have to get all 34 on one play, but you need to get a sizable chunk of it. The more you have to do, the more vertical you have to get on the 4th down play. But you cannot take a sack here, and you would love something that runs to a sideline that gives you some chance to get some extra yardage and then get out of bounds. So the Bears are out of timeouts now. They cannot stop the clock. Malone stands in the pocket, steps up in the pocket, airmails it, goes down the middle. He's got his man across the middle. That's Williams at the 35. The Bears have to hurry. Clock is continuing to roll. It's out to the 34. They cannot spike it. It's 4th down. Malone's got to go. Here we go for the ball game. Malone fires out to Scott. He makes the catch, but he's short. He's 2 yards short of the line to gain, and it's a turnover on downs. He needed the 47. He runs the crossing route at the 45, and the turnover on downs gives it back to the Phoenix with 34 seconds to play, and the Phoenix are going to pick up the win coming from down 17 to thwart away the home opener for the Bears. We'll get unsportsmanlike against Cumberland for some excessive celebration after the stoppage there, but it's all for naught. A couple of knees, one to be exact, and that's all it'll be here as the Cumberland Phoenix are going to snap a 4-game losing streak to this Bears team. They're going to pick up their 3rd win of the year as the Bears will fall to 0-3 on a tough loss here tonight at home. After leading 17-0, they give up 21 second-half points. Abson will go under center, take the snap, and a knee, and that will finish us out. The final 30 seconds will tick off. But a huge penalty late that goes against the Bears after a ball that was out near midfield. And it turns into an offensive pass interference call against the Bears that put them well behind the sticks on 2nd down instead of having an opportunity to push it across midfield. Final score here tonight, Cumberland 21, UPIKE 17.